The Jaguars have reached a deal with star parenthesis star quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Sources say they are giving the former number one pick 5-year extension worth $275 million, $55 million a year with $200 million guaranteed, $142 million fully. I talked about this last night with the whole JJ McCarthy thing. We are awarding players for doing less than what they actually deserve.
Absolutely.
At this point in time, I don't understand. I've been supporting the Jaguars since I was a little boy, since we were an expansion team. 1995, I was 5 or 6 years old. Right? Started out watching Mark Brunell. Look, this jersey is older than some of our podcast members. This jersey itself.
Yep. It's been
Does
around.
anybody remember this guy?
Absolutely.
Didn't I call it, Don? Didn't I say
Yes.
this dude's gonna get over 50 million? That
Yep.
was my number. I had 50 million and I stuck to it. 55 fucking $1 million. Sorry, I'm gonna cuss this show. It is what it is. I've been supporting this team since they've been in existence. Since I've been in existence, I've never wavered. Today is one of those days where I question my fandom for this team.
As you should.
I want to throw up a couple things for you guys, but 9 wins. We got to the playoffs. What did Trevor Lawrence proceed to do that year? Throw 4 interceptions against the Chargers, and Travis Etienne saved our ass, and everybody on Monday morning gave him the praise.
Yep.
Let that have been Lamar Jackson. Let that have been Josh Allen. Let that have been any other quarterback in the world. The media today, I'm telling you, they do not want to be wrong about this guy. I have been saying since day one, I did not want Trevor Lawrence on this team. I didn't. The wool has been pulled over everybody's eyes. And we get a absolute asinine contract from this guy. I know, Don. You had some numbers that you
Yeah, I
posted.
got it in front of me.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Just run through the numbers real quick.
Well, he has been a one-time Pro Bowler, so we'll give him that. But he has a record of 20 wins and 30 losses. He's passed for 11,770 yards, 58 touchdowns versus 39 interceptions, also 33 fumbles. He has a career rating at 85. He has 6 game-winning drives and a 1-1 record in the playoffs. And now he's tied for the highest paid quarterback in football. As I mentioned, fiscally irresponsible.
Tied as the highest paid quarterback to get us an even worse record than the previous year when we barely made the wild card.
Yep.
And we fumbled the last 4 out of 5 games at the end of last year to miss the playoffs and ended exactly when everybody thought I was crazy when I said that these dudes were going to have 8 wins, and they hit that right on the head because I knew that Trevor Lawrence was not going to be better. He was actually worse. I'm tired of everybody saying this dude is generational. I've been tired of that talk since the freaking beginning. If you didn't see that the dude, the comparisons to Andrew Luck, and we've not seen a look
Insane.
of Andrew Luck since he's been in the league. I just don't get how you pay this guy this type of money. I said in Grab's chat before I came over here. Shout out to him. He's live right now. But we want to suck forever. This just told you that the only person that we care about, I mean, We did right by Josh Allen. I get it.
Right.
But the only person that we really care about at the end of the day is Trevor Lawrence because we can't fumble the bag. We brought Doug Peterson in to coach this guy. What's going to happen is now you enabled Trevor Lawrence even more with the money that you just gave him. So
Absolutely.
now he thinks it's okay. You paid me as I'm tied as the highest paid quarterback now. It's okay. What I've done at this point is okay for me to be warranted of that type of money.
Yep.
Joe Burrow took somebody to the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert did what he could with less weapons that were always hurt with a sucky coach. And we constantly put Justin Herbert in the top 5, right? Every freaking year of football, we have Justin Herbert in our top 5. Have we ever done that with Trevor Lawrence? No. How can you? I don't hear nothing about Josh Allen. Josh Allen his team crumbles in the playoffs. Don't want to hear nothing about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's got 2 MVPs, and we better not even throw him in the conversation with damn Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
He hasn't been better than Jared Goff. He hasn't been better than Matt Stafford. We can just keep going down this list, and if you tell me that he has been, you're lying to yourself. He wasn't even better than Jordan Love, and Jordan Love's first career start. He had a better season than Trevor Lawrence will ever freaking have in his career. I want to show you something that's been amazing. This went viral on Twitter, or X, or whatever they want to call it. But this is Gardner Minshew in 2 seasons as a starter versus Trevor Lawrence's 3 seasons as a starter. We traded this guy away when we didn't even give him a fair chance. The first dude with long hair got rid of him. Now, if that didn't knock you off your socks, I had to see what it was with Blake Bortles.
Right.
This is what I pulled for Blake Bortles. Okay? Virtually identical. Down the board. Okay? And one thing that happened with Blake Bortles is he actually took our team to an AFC championship where we had Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns on that same team. I don't care what they want to say about the defense. Our defense has been pretty good. It has been. But Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be the guy. Even Evan Ingram came over from the Giants where he had drop and playing issues and has had the two best seasons of his career with us. Christian Kirk has been playing out of his mind. 1,000-yard receiver. Calvin Ridley did pretty well with us, even though I didn't want him on the team because I never knew where his mindset was going to be or what he was going to do. We get rid of Zay Jones.
Yeah.
It was when he was healthy, he was literally virtually the best wide receiver on our team. We've had wideouts. We've had Jamal Agnew. We've had all these guys on this team. And we keep force-feeding receivers at this guy because we feel like that is the biggest need. So we went in the draft and we got Brian Thomas, who I wasn't very high on. And we just keep going down the line, getting more receivers in free agency, picking up people from practice squads. This better be the best year of any quarterback this season, or this contract is unwarranted. And I don't even want to give him that chance. I really don't. I don't think he's deserving of any of this.
No.
I really don't let things ruin my day, especially when it comes to football. But I feel bad for the guys that have been busting their ass and don't get paid this amount of money. It is crazy that we've allowed this mediocrity from quarterbacks for them to be the highest paid. Just because we can market this dude better than we can market a Patrick Mahomes. We can market this dude better than we can market a Josh Allen. When virtually you have the sunshine boy that's been playing out of his mind in Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
He could be the face of the league. But the excuses that we give for Trevor Lawrence not doing well, we don't give to a Justin Herbert. We don't. We never do. The dude could play with broken ribs. Nah. It was his fault why they lost that game. The dude can play with a bum shoulder. Nah, I sound like a Chargers fan, but I'm just saying like it's not fair.
It is not.
It is. Take the money outside of it. Just like to me, and I've been consistent with this. Like if you play out of your mind, I will eat crow. I've done it several times. Joe Burrow is the quintessential version of that. Cam Newton before that, but it waters down the game. And you know who allows this? The fans. They're going to keep buying this.
Yep.
They're going to keep buying this. And I didn't buy this. This was a gift. But people keep buying this and expecting this dude to be this. And he hasn't been this.
Not even close.
We haven't seen this since David Garrard was in the league. And Mark Brunell and David Garrard got the shaft because of Byron Leftwich. This is what this reminds me of. Because he was supposed to be the next best thing coming out of Marshall, and he wasn't. Then we go and get Blaine Gabbert out of Missouri, and he was nothing. And then we go and get Blake Bortles, and he was okay. He just wasn't he was compared to Ben Roethlisberger, but when the dude actually had a chance to do something, he took us to the AFC Championship game, and you get rid of Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns and that whole defense the next season. It's crazy to me, man. I like want to rip my brain out. How did Trent Baalke get finessed this bad? How did you allow Trevor Lawrence's agent to come in and literally pull your goddamn pants down and whoop you with a tree trunk? Because that's what you did. You got your ass kicked, and now you have screwed us for 5 years.
Yep.
Here's the other thing. This is the reason why this is so crazy and why it's so inconvenient in my brain. Trevor Lawrence has had no competition there ever. I don't care the plethora of quarterbacks that have come through Jacksonville. I don't care. CJ Beathard has been the best one, but he was never, ever in a position to be the starter once we drafted this kid. All eggs were in the basket. But now you bring in Mac Jones, and he's been playing well, and they were in the same draft class. He's the only quarterback that could put his hand on Trevor Lawrence's back and say, I'm coming. I don't care what money you got. He's been the most talented quarterback that we've had in our quarterback rooms. Your positional rooms make your team better. Competition. He's never had any competition. And now you set the precedent of now paying him the highest paid, tied as the highest paid quarterback with a guy that's going to be on his heels. And if he doesn't perform, you're going to be forced to put Mac Jones in to start a game, because at the end of the day, fans are going to, I can see it week 8. If we suck balls, they're going to be the Mac Jones chants that are going to be coming out of Duval. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's coming, man. It's coming. And I can see it coming real quick. Don't let anything happen to Travis Etienne. Because if it does, that's his safety blanket. Don't let the injury issues that happened to Evan Ingram happen. It's coming. Things are bound to happen. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And this could be our worst. What if he is the highest paid quarterback and we have the worst season in Jacksonville that we've had? Because I don't think that this team is better than the two teams that we've had the last 2 years. Even with the weapons that we got. Our draft was terrible. It was the worst draft out of every single team. Constantly, everybody that is even a casual fan was like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? They chose 2 defensive tackles that weren't even better than Mekhi Wingo from LSU. I'm floored by this news, and I knew I would be, but the $5 more million that I didn't expect to be there just absolutely sent me over the edge today.